Hey everybody, sorry about that impromptu mini emergency downstairs. Everything's good. So we're back with Materia D&D part session 131. I guess this is part 3, but it's really part 2, just with a little pause in the middle. The Menagerie are in the underground passage by the Dragon's Tail sulfur pool, and they are waiting to hear back from a Braxton uh, that went to go send word that Califax's blade has been retrieved, and they're just chatting with two of the other guards down here, as one of them seems to be cranky for losing quite a number of games of cards. So
Fair enough.
it is dark, so I do need to. Yeah, no, they do not seem to notice things are off about you guys. So, well, hopefully he'll be back. I mean, he didn't seem to be in much of a rush. Uh, yeah. So,
Do we
with
have
some
to
small
even
prep,
wait? Could we just...
I mean, you know, we're not allowed in there.
Fine.
We're not shelf folk.
Even in cults, you have to stick to protocol, you know?
Yeah. But we're not a cult.
No, but that's what they say.
Mm.
Cult or not, protocol is protocol, you know?
They.
It's got a point. So, I mean, just want to get into that eternal horde and bounty stuff that they keep talking about.
Yeah, and we're not those savages, you know?
You're right. So, some time will pass. But because these guys are not very perceptive, they do not notice any flaws in y'all's disguises. And
Asking for flawless.
it helps that it's kind of dark in here too. It's just right torchlight.
That helps.
So eventually, Braxton, the door slides back open. Braxton is accompanied by two others that are, if how do I put this? They look essentially like they're trying to emulate Loran. They are of elven descent. They are dressed in nice fineries, though not elaborate or extravagant as they are walking around in the rain and in tunnels. But you can still see that the cut of their clothing is very uh, pricey, and they do, like Braxton, wear lavish jewelry and just show their statuses. Uh, one male, one female. Uh, Looking them over quickly, you swear they were twins. Both of long blonde silver hair, elven pointed ears, green tinted eyes, smooth, not quite porcelain skin, but on the very fair side. So these are the ones that were sent to retrieve the blade, huh?
Ricard will kneel and say, yes. And we've brought back these hooligans, these meat as gift for Lord Loran.
Eh, well, I'm waiting. The rest of you, come on, follow suit. No manners.
Go immediately.
Better.
Are the other two that we were chatting with, did they get up or anything, or
Yeah, you
did
see, like they
they
like
stay
the
seated?
moment that she says something that they say something to
Okay.
Ricard, they get off the chair and also kneel.
Okay. I would have been watching them for the go ahead, so if they were late, then I'm late too.
Yeah, like all of your lace.
Yeah.
Disappointing. Well, I
I'll
don't
try and keep
think.
them in line. Sorry. And then
Uh,
he'll tug on Moles, I guess. Uh, actually, you know what? He'll pull out his nose
Just
ring
horn?
just to be real
Yo.
shitty, and be like, "What are
he's
we?"
not expecting it.
Yeah, he's like, "But now we would like to bring these to present, if we may."
You're asking for passage onto the shelf.
Merely to
Only if you whisper out loud.
present.
I swear, you give a puppy a treat, and all of a sudden they want an entire house. You can see that the two, they kind of turn, and the other one speaks and says, "Well, I mean, could be entertaining. If anything, he'll piss off father, and perhaps he'll just flay them alive." You make a
It
point.
would be glorious.
Well, go ahead and roll me a persuasion check, but you are obviously who you are, so.
Me as Dregner? God damn it.
Yeah, you're the one that
I
decided not
know.
to be
I even.
Davis talking.
Yep.
I'm
Oh well,
Wow.
excuse me. I rolled a natural 20
okay.
for a total of 18.
18.
Wow.
Okay, yeah.
He's got the charm turned up to. For Dregnar, let's
Jesus
say
Christ.
7. Seven's about as high as he could possibly go.
Yeah. Um. Very well. Uh, you are not to. Well, you know procedure. Don't walk in front of us. Stay a number of paces behind. When we stop, you stop. When I speak, you do not speak. When she speaks, you do not speak. Clear?
Clear. Right,
Very
everybody?
well.
Clear. Clear yours.
At least you
Clear.
did a number on these three. They look. One of them looks half dead already. All right. Braxton, thank you for getting us. I'll make sure father knows that you sent word. You two. Which one of you is losing so badly as they look over the cards? Hmm. Well, start turning it around or you'll never make it anywhere. And the two of them, not even like, how do you say it? They walk by Braxton without like bowing their head or acknowledging him. They just kind of slide on by. Karos as Damien carrying the dagger and mantle. The rest of you kind of following suit. And as
Prisoners
they're
in
walking
line.
through,
Keep the prisoners in line.
very well. So as you're walking through the tunnel, this is where the mine shaft portion begins to become kind of stoneworked and regular, and there are um, sources of light through here of the arcane nature, just embedded gems along the way that illuminate this rather like bleak stone hallway. Um, I would say it's probably at most 10 feet to 12 feet wide and equally tall. So there's some manner of excavation efforts were taken here. Uh, the sounds of their footsteps kind of echoing through, though they are pretty light afoot, the two twins. It takes a little bit of time. You understand now why it took Brexton a little bit of work, and there are some series of steps that you have to take to make your way, as you understand, going up in elevation. And
Is it
the two.
more and more
Hmm?
lit as we go? Like, you're getting
Yes, there are more and more sources of light, at least
Okay.
throughout here. They are having a conversation amongst themselves. Let's see. Al does not. Davis does not. Dragonar does not. Karos does not. Rock does not. And Sej does not.
That's
Speaking a
one.
language that you do not understand.
Ah. Oh,
Ah,
shit.
all right, be right back. I need it again. Sorry.
So those were the 5 disguised, not cuffed players, right? He said Davis. Oh, it's shit. So it's not Draconic? Oh, it's fucking Elven. Why don't we have any elves? Shit. We don't even have any, like, elf sympathizers.
Like, everybody skips Elvish because like, surely somebody will have it.
Yeah, shit.
Although, out of character, we're kind of getting into some shit here, guys. Like, we may be literally going up to the guy, but fuck it.
Like, I know we didn't plan much, but
Yeah, we planned him in, we didn't plan him out. We never plan him out.
well, once we get in, what was our plan while we were in?
I don't know.
I don't.
It was just to get in?
Yeah,
Have we
I
danced a
get
little?
in and say hi.
Yeah,
I mean,
we didn't have an idea for what we wanted to do when we got just how to get in.
I'm tempted to say like the prisoners might have information they would not yield or confess to killing the dagger owner. I forgot his name. Shit,
Califax.
Califax. Thank you. Um, but I doubt we'd be in the same room while they'd be tortured. I think they'd be separated and tortured, and that's a bad time.
That was quick. Sorry.
Yeah.
She just heard a
that-
weird sound.
That's
Okay.
okay.
Phew.
Oh boy.
Don't
Wait,
mind
why
us,
do we
we're
have
just
flawless victories? What's
because you
going
said
on?
it. Because Al said flawless.
We're
Gotcha. Liu Kang. Flawless. All
Rawless.
right. So as you're following, heading, there is, at times there's a set of stairs that you walk up and another stairs that walk up. Even down here, now you're getting kind of closer, probably to the shelf itself. The materials that are used for this walkway and this underground passage and the stairs, they are becoming, well, needlessly expensive. Like marble flooring, if not valuable metal rails, and they're at least plated in valuable metals. Definitely not cheap. But there is the arcane sources of light through the crystals as along the way. The twins are discussing amongst themselves in a language that you don't understand. Uh, at one point they start giggling and laughing to each other and just keep walking. And then there'll be a point where one of them raises their hand, their long draping of the sleeve kind of falls, and they stop. Let us make sure that no one notices you. Stay here. And they start to step out. And where you are standing, can I have all of you make me perception checks based on sound, if you have any bonuses, which I don't think this group does, but just in case.
Not as expensive.
Negative. Sound, is that anything related to smelling?
How about related to sight?
I mean, if you get hit hard enough on the head and your senses get scrambled, maybe.
You're gonna be
My
smelling
next-
colors, Sledge. Let's go.
Yeah, my next character has
I got the-
synesthesia.
Yo.
I got the drugs that switch your senses. Quickie.
That's true. He does have those. Oh,
I rolled a 9.
9. So wait, with advantage. Oh wait, I guess technically.
I didn't
You're
see
not
what
wearing
I
your
did with
shield.
my shield. So I'm gonna assume my shield is behind.
Yeah, that's fair. No, that's fair. I was gonna say, well, technically, yeah. Oh, it's just pretty much on the way.
Cars get advantage? Wait, no.
He's got the
I read
sentinel
that
shield.
already.
He does
Car-
for sight if he
cars
has
is sight.
his- Yeah,
Yeah, that's
Oh,
if
right.
he has his goggles.
Plus 8 is total for session. Yeah.
Oh, Al. Okay,
Oh,
Al,
you.
you'll pick it up. Um,
What?
all of you hear like that the rain has kind of picked up for sure. Al, it's picked up pretty significantly.
So we're also not that far underground then.
Yeah, you guys are getting like they told you like you're not gonna. They don't want you to be
Gotcha.
noticed. Um, and beyond the rain, Al, you hear the rumbling of the thunder louder and seemingly closer. With a natural 20, I will. How do I want to do this? Say this. Your other senses start to kick in because you got the natural 20, and you can almost smell and kind of feel like a little bit of like that electricity in the air, if that makes sense. That's only because you rolled a natural 20. That's it. Then the two come back. All right. The guards are on a different route for now. You may enter the top of the shelf and follow us to Father's home. And they present you up onto the shelf. I will give you a quick little jump page so you can kind of see the inspiration. Though it is dark and raining, though there are those where there are more like larger trees and everything and some statues and all that, there are those sources of the arcane light kind of keeping this place somewhat illuminated. Though keeping to the dark paths and like the side shadows, the twins guide you to a large manor. There are multiple large manors, but this one still much larger than the rest. And as you're looking it up and kind of taking in where you're going, it's 3, maybe 4 stories vertically. It has one portion of it is kind of domed off, and there seems to be some sort of um, well, it's like a dome section on the top of the roof. There seems to be something kind of reflecting some of the light off of it. Uh, but you do, because you guys managed to walk your way through, and now I'm pretty sure all you guys see is dark at this
Yep.
point. Okay, so now this is where I have to start fiddling with tokens. So forgive me, because this is where we get to have fun and we get to play with lighting. Yay, lighting.
Lighting.
DM's favorite bullshit. I mean, it sucks how much you have to rely on it, but how painful it is to use.
I
All
can't
right.
see.
Yeah, you're not supposed to.
Cough, cough.
No, actually, you're
Foundry.
supposed to. Yes, I know. Anyways, all right. Let's just try to copy everyone's tokens, and then let's go to the other page, and then let's drop them here, and then let's go down here, and then let's paste you guys here, and then let's shift click you here, and then let's see you.
No, and then.
Still no light. I see so much light for you guys. Why don't you
Yeah,
guys
no, we
have
see.
light?
What?
Oh, you do? Okay.
I can see.
Okay, cool.
Yeah.
Alright, I'm just trying to resize everybody to fit inside these.
Luckily, since everybody can control both Dragnar and Karos, everybody gets the dark vision. I think.
Oh shit.
That's fine. I'm not gonna stress over shared light. It's you can't have everything you want.
Right. Well, Pebble
Especially
is.
want to have everything.
I'm assuming Rock that Pebble is in Fruit Loop dimension.
Your Pebble is in Fruit Loop dimension, yes.
Okay, I'm just gonna leave her out here, just or down here in case I need to pull her. Okay, so we have Zed is dead. We have Ricard. We have Rock. Mole. I guess it would be Mole
ever so
Rock.
slightly bigger than everybody.
Oh, Rock. Oh, yeah.
Powerful.
There you go. And then we have Damien. Who's got that? And then we have these guys, these guys, these guys. And then for the sake of placeholders, Copy. Paste. We have 1 twin,
Giant.
and we have 2 twin. Okay, and now I really need to kind of play around with what you guys see. Okay, so for the sake of this right now, and thank you for your patience, because this is where the details need to be done. So Eno is the one that has light being emitted off of him,
Because he has the torch.
because he's still carrying a torch. And then the twins, one of them also has a source of light. Okay, and then the rest of you, I need to go in. Has dark vision, has that, is emitting light? No. Rock, are you emitting light? No. Mole? No. Davis? No, but you have dark vision. Ricard? No, but you have dark vision. Sven? No, but you have dark vision. Flick? No, and you do not have dark vision. And Eno is, and the dagger should not. So hopefully this will work. All right. You guys, I'll just kind of put you guys back here like this, and then put the 5 of you that are traveling like this. And I'll try to remember. I'm just gonna put the daggers out here. We don't need the dagger right now. All right. So what do you guys see?
I just like to point out that I should still be able to see invisible. I don't think I've
Oh,
changed
your
off that.
arcane eye. Nice.
Nice. Okay. Cool. Oh wait. See invisible?
Yeah, I think I've always had it on invisible. I don't remember changing it.
Okay. I just want to make sure that it's. I'm just trying to remember if it's legit. Does it say just invisible or does it say anything else? I just wanted to see the right.
Invisible objects within 10 feet and
Okay,
within line of
10 feet. That's what it was. Okay, cool. I wanted to see like what the range. Oh, that's interesting. You guys can see inside. I mean, it must be
Guys-
not a perfect
Yeah,
wall.
or one of these doors. I think it's because this door got pushed out here, out front.
Oh, did I somehow grab it? That's weird.
Yeah.
Whatever.
So yeah, we can see into.
Oh yeah, you're right. It somehow got. Oh, you know what it was? I was probably testing or something. Yeah, I was testing. So now that should more or less
Yeah, I
block
mean
it
we
off
still
inside.
have the. It's
No,
fog
I
of war
understand.
gone, but yeah.
That doesn't. That you're gonna go in there in a second. I just want to make sure that I did not break the lighting. And some portions I purposely kind of made it, kind of janky.
Okay.
So that like you would get some hints. Okay, cool. All right, cool. So they will, for the sake of this, the doors will open, and they will walk you through. So we'll just kind of move them forward, move you guys in, and move you guys in.
Whoa.
And then we will have the doors shut behind you. So as you enter in, and I've got to watch the stream. Okay. So as you step in, you are into a lavish foyer. There are seemingly some benches and some seats. There's a set of stairs that lead to 2 sets of stairs on either side that lead up stairs to the next floor. As you look up, you can see, the beginnings of the second floor as it's kind of like a square cutout above you. It seemingly goes up higher, maybe even past to another floor, but you can't tell for sure. There's some of your typical gaudy statues of winged individuals, plants, and other things. Fine carpentry is upon the ground that is otherwise made of imported expensive marbles. The area is clean and pristine. The smell of this area is scented with a spiced kind of perfume that seems to permeate this room, at least because this is all that you've been in. The twins look towards you, drop their hoods that they were using to keep off in the rain, and as you look at them, they are very elegant and preen and clean and neat twins. They look very well. What were we doing with you again? Sorry. Oh yes, father. Well, I will permit you to. We will take you to one of the rooms to wait, and we will send word. Beyond that, uh, I suppose we should start getting the cellar and the prison ready for some fun for father. Okay, let us move. I gotta look at the map real quick. There's this. They're going to move you. Come with us to well, a, a waiting room, if you will. And they will start, and you guys are free to move, but I'm gonna start moving their tokens kind of along with them, and they are going to start taking and guiding you guys to the right. Um, as you guys are starting to head down the hallway, taking note of what's going in, there are numerous here you'll have like a large a woven silk like tapestry that depicts different geometric shapes and different styles. There's also a like small little table that has uh, a collection of what looks like silver, like a silver dish that's being presented that has very fine etchings and filigrees upon it, as well as a very lavish glass blown vase that is of a non-symmetrical design. Keeping forward, you'll see that as where the twins are, there is a closed door, and then there seems to be a turn in the hallway, as well as another closed door below. And I'll kind of help move these guys along. Where's the meat supposed to be? There's the meat. And there's this.
And Damien leading Mole.
Yep.
Or not not leading well, yeah, I guess he can lead from
Yeah.
behind.
I will say
So the
Ricard slash Dragnar probably legitimately looks aghast and almost disgusted at the wealth.
Absolutely.
Dragnar would be disgusted, but he might try and play it off as like, wow.
Yes. Yeah. The scent of the spiced like perfumes continue to permeate through as you are walking down these halls. The extravagance and the lavishry continues as you see different types of heavily framed oil-based paintings of different individuals of elven descent in different types of backgrounds and positions. Obviously, the akin of what you would expect, like in an old school royalty, right? There are different bladed weapons mounted on the wall for display. There are other types of objects and unique baubles and trinkets and that just on the walls on display, and as well as there's little desks and tables. Uh, Walking through, there is also that same source of like arcane light where there are those uh, instead of sconces, they're almost like I would say like what we would consider like modern day lights up in the ceiling, but they are these five pointed crystals that are just in the top. By that I mean it's one central, sorry, not 5 pointed, it's one central crystal, and there's four orbiting around it that seemingly as they kind of spin around it, it generates a little whooshing sound and some light. Uh, Again, to the right of you would be another set of doors, and I just want to make sure everything looks cool. Yeah, perfect. Hey, the little crack in it works, so you can see there's a room. And they will continue discussing amongst themselves, their voices echoing ever so slightly through the hallway, as well as their footsteps on the marble floors. They will begin to approach another brand, and to the right of them, they will both step, and there is another set of doors. And let me go onto the proper layer, and let me remove one of the doors. And then the other one will open the other door. And they will say, if you will, this will be where you are permitted to stay and wait while we find out what else to do with, well, visitors and unwanted individuals. So I think Al might actually be through a wall. There we go.
Classic Al.
Not again.
Yeah, I was just like, how does Al's token always seem to break the cannot move if it does not have vision? So
I'll
y'all are
turn no
welcome to.
on.
Y'all guys are welcome to file into the room through the doors, however you
Just
wish.
remember to stick to protocol.
I like this one. He understands. As you enter, there are various things upon the walls. There's two sets of round tables. There is an elegant design carved into the floor. For the most part, what you see on the map is what you get, though I will add details as needed. There are uh, bookshelves with different scrolls and books. There is a desk that seemingly is more for show than for use. Fairly comfortable space. Very much a weighted area, a place for waiting. And then the twins
So good.
will.
While sorry, throughout this whole thing, can Dregnar? I mean, so Dregnar will look for any little shadowy spots that he might be able to use for his like Misty Step type shit. Just like keeping an eye out for, because it looks pretty well lit in here.
Yes, it
So
is
he's
currently
gonna assume that he's
fairly well.
probably not gonna be able to do most of his shit, but if he's like find any little like corner or something like that.
Understood. I will keep a note
Okay.
that you are looking for that.
But he's doing
There's
it.
always.
He's kind of trying to hide it as if he's just, wow, this is all amazing. Where can I hide? Like.
So on the tables, there are various degrees of vases. However, as you're taking a closer look, the plants that are within these little vases that are growing are of the carnivorous type. They are Venus flytraps, and they are large. Not like massive, but they are large Venus flytraps examples. And as you listen, again, I don't think I need to do perception checks because you guys are a big old group. You hear the footsteps ever so lightly walking away from the
Alright.
door.
Dragnar will take the gag out of Davis's and Rock's mouth. Be like, so, what are we gonna do now? We're here. Now what?
We didn't plan this one out this far.
I mean, we're pretty good at improv, and I was kind of hoping for that.
I guess Davis will also take the one out of Mole's mouth. Sorry, and then he'll just
Very
be
well.
like, yeah, sorry about that earlier. That was just to sell it.
You're good.
What if they're watching or listening right now and they see us talking? Kind of weird that we're ungagged.
Dragnar shoves the gag back into Rock's mouth.
I'm gonna thumb through what's on the bookshelf to see if there's anything that sticks out as far as like if like this group's nationality or anything just interesting, I guess.
Okay. As you're starting to kind of thumb through, uh, it's a collection of various notable reads from across different portions of Rune, if not other parts of Exander. Exander, Jesus Christ. Wow,
Got
someone
his
was
ass.
trying to catch up on
Critical Role.
Critical Role and it just bled through. Uh, of
Materia.
Materia, and it's a who's collection. It's uh, the greatest treasures, but very lost to sea, mysteries of the Northern Blue. There's uh, another one that is um, who were the first to claim the land. Another one would be uh, the the decline of giants. Uh, Another one would be a book of poetry. Uh, and another one, yeah, you're just saying it's just a collection of random reads. though all of them are very well, if they are in a scroll form, are of fine vellum that have very majority of them have like silken ties to them to keep them rolled. All of them have their own individual scroll holders. If they are of a book or a tome, then they are in fine leathers or bound in polished woods and that almost have like a sheen to them. Everything here looks expensive.
Curious, they have books that I feel like I've seen all over, but they sprung for the hardcovers.
I love that. That's so good. They
Sprung
sprung
for the
for
heart.
the hard covers. All right, let me move them onto another layer because I don't need them right now.
Davis is just looking outside. I assume these are windows. I assume.
Yes. So
How stormy is it?
yeah, it's coming down. It's raining.
Any
Al, that
any dragon clouds outside?
as you're kind of looking, trying to peer through, you can go ahead and give me a perception check.
Sure. Ooh, that's pretty good. 21.
20 fun. You're kind of looking. You see that there are like the massing of clouds again that were like last night, but so far, nothing, nothing just yet.
I'll just be like, a little ominous, but not quite like it was last night. But I wonder.
Yeah, but definitely a gathering. That being said, what is everyone doing in this little bit of time that you have to prep, plan, discuss, etc.?
Al would like to stay in character. He's going to be examining just one of the carnivorous plants, and
Sure.
he's gonna say to the meat. See,
Mm-hmm.
my plan up to this point was to offer you to Lord Loran, since you won't admit your guilt of. Shit, I keep forgetting the guy's name. The dagger owner,
Halifax's.
Califax.
Califax.
Halifax.
See,
Yeah.
I'm gonna write that down a third time because I keep misplacing it. Nice. Um, since you won't admit your guilt of murdering Califax and stealing his dagger, then we'll pursue our path of ascension even faster than before.
Nicely done. Okay, I like it. I like it. Um,
Whatever looks most expensive in the room, I'm going to try to smash.
try to smash. You know what? Make something up. I want to. I want to see where your mind goes with this. What are you smashing?
Uh,
Have some fun. Just go nuts.
you know what? There's a display case. There's so many books in here, and there's a couple that are like in their own cases behind glass,
Mm-hmm.
and I just full tilt, remain to one, smash it, and then, like jump up and down on the book and try and like kick some pages out of it. I didn't care what the book is. Just the book.
Fuck, God,
I'm
don't make so much noise. Fuck.
I'm gonna hop to him. You absolute swine! And I'm gonna put my hands gently on his shoulder and kind of motion for him, like, come on, sit down, fall over, do something. Come on, I'm not gonna actually hit you, man. Come on.
I'll like full on like crap fall like I got
Okay.
smacked hard.
Yeah.
And then I'm going to backhand my other palm and thaumaturgy it.
Echoing.
Loud, like 1.2, 1.5x, not 3x.
Yeah, I get you.
But I love the idea of
I shall kick the book one more time and then just sit quietly in the corner.
I'm trying not to. Okay, that's good. That's really good. All right, I like it. I like it. Um, sorry, that broke me a little bit. That's good. All right. As the sounds of breaking and that occur, uh, I would say with that, I'm gonna try my best to put the map in a state that would make sense. So then this would move. This individual would hear that. and then they would move over here, approach. The door is closed, and then they will knock. What was that?
Oh, we have to keep the prisoners in line, you know. One got a little unruly.
Who are you, and why? What are you doing here?
Waiting. That's what this room is for, right?
Yes, but why?
Oh.
And why is there? I don't
We
want to know. Keep it down and stop breaking expensive things.
Wait, who are
will
you?
do.
Ignores you. Just looks at you, scoffs, walks back.
I'm gonna scoff back at him. Scoff.
Apologies. Have a great night.
You're lucky I did not roll very high on him. You're just like,
Whatever.
what?
I will close
Whatever.
the door and just shrug at everybody. Good job.
I love these random ones. A few minutes later, you're gonna hear more footsteps traveling down the hallway, and they don't stop at the door, but they continue to walk past you. And you hear a door kind of to the north of you open and close. And I'm just gonna give Al, because I know you have a very high passive, or Al and Rock, because you guys have high passive perceptions. You just hear them kind of splashing some water, just kind of humming and singing themselves. And they walk out, hear the door kind of close, and begin to walk further down. And they notice that the door is that some, like, the light source is actually coming from this room, and they will pop in their head out of curiosity. I love playing rich noble fucks. That looks
I'll give him a half bow.
different individual, just same token.
Davis has reflexively at this point put his own gag back in his mouth as best as he can with only his mouth because he doesn't have the use of his hands.
Yeah, he's like, "Oh, are we having a party? What's happening?"
Not quite. We have been graced with the Lorans, and we're just waiting our turn for a meeting with his lordship.
Ah, well, shame. I was getting excited. I thought maybe I stumbled upon a secret party. Well, what a bore. Huh. May I ask, as he kind of starts getting closer,
Yes.
what's with the ones that are a little roughed up?
None of your business.
Any good party, you know.
Oh,
I try to
what?
like roll and stand up.
Oh, is it that kind? I am so sorry. I understand that kind of party. Very
Yes,
well.
yes. Apologies.
Remember the safe word.
It's not what it
Always.
looks like.
Just walk off chuckling. uh, Random ass people in this
Should
house.
have asked him for wine.
Well, then it'd really be a party.
So I will give
How
it
many
Sedge,
people
you
wander
are
around in
kind
this
of.
house looking for orgies? Is this the room of the orgy? No.
We're in the order
Shit.
room.
Maybe that was on the
Yeah.
third floor.
Oh,
Well,
this
you
is the
know,
waiting room.
the no.
Is that what they call it nowadays?
So, um, sometime will again pass. There, as you guys have had your chance to let your senses kind of settle into the environment, there is the distant sounds of musical instruments playing, traveling down the hall and reaching specifically the ears of Zed is not dead and Sven. Um, as you hear uh, a piano, you hear various string instruments. It's melodic, it's catchy, it's soothing, it's got a rhythm to it. So,
Al will sit quietly and listen, and if people are kind of muttering in the background, he'll raise a finger. Hey, shut the fuck up for a second.
Enjoying the music as it's traveling down the hall. Ah, so anything you guys wish to do, as time will take its
I mean,
a little bit of
they've already
smoothness.
implied it. Let's just have an orgy.
Gotta pass the time somehow.
Very well.
No, obviously not.
Yeah.
You've asked
I
for
have
wine.
realized that being tied up at a turtle, I cannot stand up.
Oh,
Yep.
if we see you rocking back and forth for 20 minutes, we'll prop you up. Like, wait a minute, you're not acting.
Yeah. Well.
I appreciate that.
Keep you in a chair. Sorry, I didn't realize. Shit.
um. So, uh, after about another 5 minutes without being interrupted, I love having to move so many tokens around on a map. This is my doing.
I
The
think
doors.
before anything insane happens, I think I would put a hand on Al's shoulder and give him give him the warding bond.
Oh, so you slide the ring. Got it.
Well,
So.
he's had the ring the whole time. I never took it back.
Oh, gotcha. Okay.
I'll see the hand you put on my shoulder has the ring, and I'll be like, ah, and
Well,
I'll slip on the other half of the pair.
got
Plus
it.
one AC for an hour.
Yo.
Right. And pretty sure. What's
Saving
level are you
throws.
casting it in? Yeah.
Just
There is
just
upcasting for
no,
materia. Got it.
just second level. Sorry.
Okay, so it's standard. Stock, warding,
Yep.
bond. I just want to. I have a million cats on my desk now. This is always fun, but you guys can't see because I don't have a camera. I
Ah.
literally have 2 cats on my desk, 1 cat next to my desk. It's just
Joan's spirit never dies.
no. Well, he's like, I got to participate. I am co-DM. All right, so yeah, Al, as you mentioned, +1 AC, +1 all saving throws. You need to stay within 60 feet of each other to gain that benefit. The spell ends. What is it? Yeah, so you technically, Al, have resistance to the damage that you take, but in the form of half of it being transferred over to Sesh.
If I move more than 60 feet away within the hour, is it gone?
No, it's null. I'm not gonna make it go away. It just becomes null. Like the
Okay.
bond fizzles and then it reestablishes.
Move back in a
Let's call it
circle
out
and
of
establish. Okay.
radio distance, right?
Yes.
So, the door will open, and 3 of the similarly garbed, to most of you here, will walk through. Though they look like they maybe have like maybe a slightly higher standing. They have like on like a bandolier that on it has like a dragon's crest, and they look over. It's like, so those are the 3 that we're taking up to play and try to get some sort of information.
Yes.
Yes, and they put up a nasty fight.
Very well. Well, the family says you may stay, rest, recuperate. We shall take you to the dining hall and we will take the prisoners off your hands. So please accompany us.
I don't think you understand. They were very difficult to deal with. And since they are our charge, I think you'd rather us go with them.
Oh, I appreciate it. You can try to roll me a persuasion check and see what they're gonna say.
If Dragnar can assist, or sorry, Ricard can assist by kind of trying to appear imposing in his weird short elven form.
Wait, how do you want to assist?
Well, just because he wants to kind of just appear imposing, like, no, like, we need to be the ones. We know them backward and forward now after we having fought with them, so you need us.
Okay. Roll a d4. I'm not gonna
Yeah, I
give
was gonna
you.
say he doesn't really get to the brute
I'm not
fighting.
gonna give you
Certainly
advantage,
not
but
for
I'll give
somebody
you a
who's got a
small.
-2 in persuasion.
Yeah. Okay, so what's the total?
13 total.
13.
With the D4.
Yes.
Okay.
Okay. I appreciate the concern, but we have it from here. It is orders.
Davis headbutts Dragnar.
Yeah, and when Davis does that, I just like charge. I just get up and charge at the pompous elf.
Uh,
Which pompous elf? There's so many.
Well, I can't swing
okay.
anything, but
All right.
yeah, I just full on just trying to use my weight to like run into him and see if I can bowl through the door.
Okay. This would be an old school bull rush, so we're just gonna go ahead and give me a strength athletics to try to shove him, and he will do an acrobatics to try to dodge you. Natural 16. Okay, you got to beat pretty decently high.
Well, I got a 16 total.
Okay, so as you do, he kind of steps to the side. The other one closes the door, and you go boop, 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 and slam your head into the door. And then the other one will just kind of get his hand and then just very abruptly just try to, strike you in the back of the head, try to knock you out. Uh,
Then we'll yell out, "Bastards! 2 on the bull!"
I mean, he hit. We're gonna say he hits, but he rolled low enough where it's not gonna do damage. He just snacks you on the back of the neck. Rock, and then Dregnar got headbutted by Zed.
Well, yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
I'll say
They
he
are
pulled
all.
it a little bit. He just wants to show that we're
No, I
rough.
understand. I understand. All right. So as he kind of bops Rock on the back and doesn't seem to have an effect, he quickly kind of grabs him and kind of restrains him. And I'm assuming you're not really truly resisting Rook, but if you are, you can.
No, I'll just
Yeah.
kind of
So
slap my head over like it hurt.
yeah.
Yeah.
So he's got him. It's like very well. Lively pains in the asses. Follow us. And they will start escorting you through the house. And I will, for the most part, I will ask that you guys kind of follow a path just so you guys don't accidentally reveal something you're not supposed to. But again, the order itself, you don't have to necessarily be in order of like who's carrying who. I don't care right now. But there you go. So they will keep them 3. So they will continue walking down the same path that y'all had been going. And they'll get all the way to one of these portions. And they will continue walking through to the foyer where you introduced. And different, and I haven't indicated them, they might look different on the map once you get to the portion. And I will move some tokens. And we'll call it here pretty soon, honestly. I just want to get y'all to another portion of the house so y'all can start preparing for next week. I got Mole. Where's Mole? I dropped Mole where he
way
is.
back here somewhere.
Yeah, I got him. Yeah. So you'll see here, and I'm trying to see what you guys see on that. Okay, you can't really tell it, but these doors are slightly different. They seem more heavily heavy metal, and they are lashed and closed. And one of them will produce a key, click it open, and within here they open, and you will see that there is numerous tables and shelvings of various equipments, all implements of combat and war, blades, axes, armors, halberdier, all the things you can think of. And then there is a staircase that leads upwards. With that being said, let me grab you guys and I'm going to pop you guys upstairs. I think that's where we're. Go ahead.
It's back by the bathroom.
Oh yeah. Oh, Al figured it out. It is a bathroom. Nice. Good job.
Surprise.
Good job.
I
Good job,
almost
Spin.
whispered to Rock during that because we were the two that perceived it. I almost whispered to him, "We found the crapper."
Yeah, we found the crapper. All right, and then let me jump you guys over to floor 2 of this mansion, and let me paste y'all into where you guys belong.
Oh, that's perfect. That's our escape plan. We really have to go to the bathroom. Please be
All at the same time.
We'll all put
All
down,
at
fall into the
the
sewers.
same time. All right.
Hold hands, don't fall in now.
As you guys get dropped in, this is essentially a barracks within a household. I don't have tokens on everything, but this is a place where you see that he has a small standing army. Each bed represents someone, and this is where we will take our leave for the evening. Sorry, I need to accompany the wife, and sorry for the breaks, boys.
That's fine.
But
You're fine.
here,
Doesn't every noble have a small standing army? God.
yeah. So
Big
the
prisoners
barracks.
isn't so bad. They took us to nap time room.
Fantastic.
So far, I mean, they're accompanying you. So,
Dibs on the bed in
and
the top right corner.
like, it's always funny. Like, if you pause, you can stop it. So thank you everybody for watching. Thanks to my players for attending.